Alright guys, welcome back. Part 2 of my catfish story. I am in the same outfit as part 1 because I'm filming it the same day. If I can get my camera set up. Okay, I left off at Sam passing. As you probably could have guessed from the ending of my last one, Jake was there to console me. Yeah, so my best friend at the time and him were very off and on. Very off and on, like, I don't think they were even, like, really talking that much when Sam passed. Jake had become my best friend at this point, and I talked to him about everything, stuff like that. Anyway, so he was there for me when Sam passed, as you could have guessed. And I think my friend at the time had asked, like, are y'all gonna date now that Sam has passed? I think she asked that like a couple days after Sam had passed. And I can't remember our response because we were on the phone with Jake. And I was like, or maybe Jake and I don't know. Anyway, again, I was in 10th grade. Do not judge me. Honestly, because this story is getting to the bad parts. Jake was my best friend. We talked and talked. Him and my friend worked together. He was kind of playing us both, but him and I ended up dating. And here's where things, even though they sounded the same, they have very, very different personalities. Sam was the sweetest guy you would ever meet in your whole entire life, literally. And Jake was very, I don't want to say controlling. He wasn't controlling per se, but he was very, what word am I looking for? Very sneaky. He's very sneaky, and found a way to make you believe him in everything, no matter what it was. If you didn't believe him, he would make you believe him. And so him and I started dating. I think he was like playing both my friend and I at the same time and lying about it. I'm pretty sure her and I haven't really talked about the situation because it was a hard time in both of our lives, because he did mess us both up so badly. Like he really messed us both up. And again, as you can probably guess, her and I were no longer friends after a little while. Because I was dating Jake and he was playing both of us, and we were young and dumb and we didn't do anything about it. So him and I dated. Again, I fell quickly. I fell super quickly for him. I think mainly because he reminded me of Sam, except their personalities were completely different. And there's not much to say. He had a kid that I saw pictures of. I have pictures of Sam, Jake, and I think the kids saved on my phone for these videos, but I didn't know if I should post them. If I post all these videos and you guys want to see pictures to see if you know the people actually in the pictures, I will do that. But they're obviously real people in the pictures, and I don't know who they are. So, yeah. Anyway, he had a kid, and he ended up, before everything was said and done, like with me and him, he had 2 kids, I think, yeah. And I'm flinging this paint everywhere. He had 2 kids. I was in love with him, and it got so bad to the point where he was, oh, my feet, he was messing with things in my real life. Like, it wasn't enough for him to be catfishing me. He had to mess with things in my real life. He didn't have any social media before we met, and so I wanted him to have social media because when I was a sophomore, social media was like so big. Like, you had to have it. You had to have your boyfriend tagged in things of that nature. So I helped him make social media. Red flag number 5002. And then he started finding people that I went to school with and stuff like that, to add and to talk to. He did it on Facebook, he did it on Twitter. I don't think on Instagram there were really any issues, but on those there were. And yes, I did ask to FaceTime several times, and we did FaceTime a couple of times, but I only saw his little boy. Like, there was a kid in there, like, it was a little boy in the pictures. So I know that part of it was real, but not him / her, whoever it is. I think it's a girl, but I'm not completely sure. Yeah, so I saw the little boy. What was his name? Brigham, I think. Yeah. And so he started finding people from my real life, and messaging them, and he just created problems. He created so many issues. We broke up a couple times, although he was still messaging me, still saying he loved me, still wanting to work things out. He was messaging people, and at this point, I have always been bullied in my life. Like, that's just how it's gone. I've always been bullied. And so when I was happy and with Jake, the quote-unquote popular girls started messaging the social media accounts. What? Anyway. Anyway, they started contacting him, trying to prove that he was fake because they didn't want me essentially to be happy, and they wanted everybody to know that I was either making him up or he was just not real in any way, shape, or form. Which I still remember the exact people who were doing it, because back then I wanted to believe that they were real so bad that I defended them till the very end. Like, I'm not even kidding. And, so yeah. They started messaging him, messaging me. There's this one girl. I guess I can start talking about her here. And then start the next video. Something that was something that happened, the thing I was talking about that happened, that I needed them there in my life for, to help me through. This girl was going through the same thing, and I knew it because my parents had told me, and he had started talking to her. And so I messaged her, and I didn't say anything rude or mean or anything like that. I just said, hey, I know you're going through this too, blah blah blah, you know. But I also wanted her to stop talking to Jake. That was the main thing. I wanted her to stop talking to Jake. I don't think I said that in the message, but she took everything the wrong way. Like, to this day, like, my parents have seen those messages between me and this girl, and they were like, you didn't say anything wrong. Like, honestly, I really didn't. She just took it the wrong way, and it blew out of proportion. Oh, another thing is, I know I'm all over the place. This is why I wanted to map out what I was gonna say. I had been sending gifts to this person, and they had been sending gifts to me. My parents knew that he had my address. I actually asked them first if I could send him my address, and all of that. But I was sending packages to a P.O. box in Georgia. And then as soon as he got them, he would show me pictures of them. So he was getting my packages, and he sent me several packages and things like that. So they were in the Georgia area at that time. I don't know if they still are or what. My parents and I have done all the reverse image searches, all of the looking up phone numbers, all of the, like, everything that they do in Catfish, we have tried, except actually going on Catfish. But it's been so long now that it's not, like, it's a moot point. So, yeah. Anyway. So, I won't get too much into this girl that I was just talking about, because that's going to be saved for part 3 of my catfishing story. But, you know what I sort of want to do right now? Me being me, I sort of want to try calling the phone numbers I have for Jake, if I can find my contacts. And I did save a lot of this stuff because I wanted to make a video. Okay, are these the same number? 743. Oh, no. Okay. I think I tried calling it not too long ago when I was with my friends because they wanted to see, but I'm going to try calling it and see what happens. User busy. I think the last time it rang, like, it was no longer in service. That's weird.
Welcome to Verizon Wireless. The number you dialed has been changed, disconnected, or is no longer in service. If you feel you have reached this recording in error.
But my thing is, hold on. Okay, one of them, I was fixing to say that looked like the same number. It is the same number, but one of them had the 1 in front of it. Like the 1 and then the area code. But this one just rings. User busy. I don't know if you can see that. Anyway, I'm going to end this one here. Moral of this story is Jake is a snake. He found a way to talk to girls from my high school, which I'll get into that more in the part 3. He broke me and my friend apart. I guess that was kind of our fault. And I'm not going into too much detail of Jake because he hurt me so bad that I can't even explain it. I don't know. Anyway, I'm gonna start the next part. Hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, give it a thumbs up. Let me know down below if you want to see part 3, or something like that. I don't know. Just, I'll see you guys in the next part of it. Bye.
Back, here we are again. Same situation, just like this. Now